I want you to take a deep, conscious breath right now, feeling the oxygen as it travels through your lungs and ignites the very spark of divinity within your cellular structure. You are not merely watching a video. You are participating in a global frequency shift, a sacred appointment that was written in the stars long before you drew your first breath. Within the next hour of this sacred immersion, we are going to dismantle the invisible, jagged scaffolding of lack that has been built around your subconscious mind by generations of conditioning. By the time we reach the deepest layers of this transmission, your perception of not enough will be permanently dissolved, replaced by a radiant, unstoppable clarity that identifies you as a master of the material realm. I have spent decades decoding the whispers of the ancient realms and the silent language of the quantum field, and I can tell you with absolute, unshakable certainty, your path to millions is not a destination you reach, but a frequency you embody. Most people spend their entire lives chasing the harvest of the soul through the exhausting mechanics of manual labor and the corrosive vibrations of frantic worry. They never realize that they are currently swimming in an infinite ocean of potential, a golden rain of supply that is simply waiting for a vessel large enough to hold it. My mission today is to hand you the keys to that celestial treasury, guiding you through a prayer so potent it realigns your very DNA with the frequency of sovereign prosperity. If you feel your resonance shifting already, if you feel that sacred electric chill dancing across your skin or a sudden warmth in the palms of your hands, declare your readiness in the comments below. This is not just an affirmation for the algorithm. It is a signal to the universe that the old version of you, the one who lived in the shadow of debt and doubt, has officially expired. We are stepping into a domain where your thoughts are the architects of your physical reality, and your heart is the magnetic pole that draws wealth toward you with the force of 1,000 suns. I am here to mentor you into your true identity as a sovereign being, one who no longer begs the universe for crumbs, but commands the infinite supply with the authority of a king or queen. This is the blueprint for your ascension into a life where millions are no longer a distant, shimmering mirage, but a natural, grounded expression of your divine alignment. We are going to explore the ancient secrets of the Golden Ray, the specific energetic signatures of high wealth manifestation, and the hidden mechanics of the quantum mindset that the elite have used for centuries. There is a specific sound to abundance, a specific weight to gold, and a specific scent to success that your soul already recognizes, even if your mind has forgotten it. Today, we remember. Today, we reclaim the throne of your financial destiny and invite the Archangel Uriel to light the path that has been hidden in plain sight. The first step across the threshold of this new reality requires you to undergo a radical reconstruction of what you believe wealth actually is. You must understand that money is not a physical object made of paper and metal, but a living, breathing, spiritual energy that responds exclusively to the authority of your internal command. When I speak of the sovereign blueprint, I am referring to that inner state of existence where you no longer look at the world through the distorted, cracked lens of not enough. You must begin to feel the actual physical weight of gold in your spirit and the velvet texture of abundance in your mind before you can ever hope to see it reflected in your bank account. The physical world you see around you is merely a lagging indicator, a slow-moving mirror that reflects the energetic state you occupied months or even years ago. This is why most attempts at manifestation fail so miserably. People try to change the mirror instead of changing the face that looks into it. They come from a place of spiritual hunger, a vibration of needing and wanting, which only serves to broadcast a signal of lack to the universe, bringing more lack in return. To step over the threshold of sovereignty, you must learn to stand in the center of your current circumstances, no matter how dire they may seem, and declare your opulence with the conviction of a creator. I have observed that those who struggle most in this world are those who have been deeply conditioned to believe that wealth is a finite pie, a limited resource that must be fought for with blood, sweat, and tears. But I tell you today, the infinite ocean of the divine does not miss a single drop when you dip your bucket into its waters. The supply is an inexhaustible spring that flows from the heart of the Creator directly into your life. You must learn to see the golden rain in every opportunity, every conversation, and every moment of stillness where your intuition whispers the next move. This shift in vision is not a luxury. It is the primary requirement for anyone who seeks to walk the path of the millions with Archangel Uriel as their guide. Uriel is the keeper of the flame, the one who brings the searing light of God to the dark, dusty places of the human mind, illuminating the hidden treasures that have been buried under layers of ancestral fear. When I invoke his presence, I am calling upon the frequency of divine intelligence, which acts as the golden bridge between your current state of struggle and your ultimate state of prosperity. This intelligence is not smartness in the way the world defines it. It is a sacred clarity that allows you to see the path to millions, where others see only a dead end or a mountain of insurmountable obstacles. It is a vibration so high, so pure, and so radiant that poverty simply cannot exist within its presence, just as shadows cannot exist in the midday sun. As we prepare to dive deeper into the mechanics of this transformation, I want you to pay close attention to the sensations occurring within your physical body right now. Notice if there is a tightness in your solar plexus, a flickering in your mind, or a subtle urge to look away. These are the old programs, the poverty guards, attempting to protect the gates of your limitation. They are terrified of the ancient power we are invoking today, for they know that once the light of Uriel touches your mind, their reign of terror is over forever. We are about to unlock a secret regarding the quantum mindset that few ever realize, a secret that turns the lead of your past into the pure gold of your future. I want you to imagine yourself standing at a massive golden gate that marks the boundary between the life you have lived and the life you are about to create. On the other side of this gate, the air smells of jasmine and ancient parchment, and the ground is paved with the intentions of those who have mastered the flow of abundance. As you stand here with me, feel the old skins of debt, worry, and smallness falling away from your body like dry leaves in an autumn wind. You are becoming lighter, more radiant, and more resonant with the frequency of the millions that are currently searching for you in the field of all possibilities. The transition from a hustle frequency to a sovereign frequency is the most important journey you will ever take, for it is the journey from being a victim of the economy to being an architect of it. You are no longer subject to the fluctuations of the market or the whims of a corporate structure. You are subject only to the law of divine supply, which is as constant as the gravity that holds the planets in their orbits. This is the level of authority I'm calling you into today, a level where your very presence changes the room, where your ideas are valued in the millions, and where your resources are always 10 times greater than your needs. And this leads us to the secret I mentioned earlier, the specific way that Archangel Uriel interacts with your financial DNA to activate the golden ray of manifestation. This is the hidden mechanism that bridges the gap between a prayer and a bank deposit, between a vision and a physical reality. We are about to step through that gate together, and as we do, I want you to feel the massive shift in pressure as your environment begins to conform to your new sovereign vibration. The path is open, the light is bright, and the harvest is ready for the one who has the courage to claim it. The presence of Uriel is not a gentle, flickering candle. It is a towering, majestic blaze of solar clarity that incinerates the illusions of the conditioned, finite mind. When I invoke the golden ray in this sacred space, I am not merely performing a ritual of petition for cash flow or financial resources. I am initiating a structural activation of the frequency of prosperity that sustains entire galaxies and fuels the relentless expansion of all living consciousness. Imagine this light now, a column of liquid, molten gold descending from the heart of the great central sun, piercing through the crown of your head and flooding every organ, every cell, and every strand of DNA with the fire of divine intelligence. You will likely feel a distinct pulsing warmth in your palms and a profound expansion in your chest, as if your very ribs are making room for a larger version of your soul. This is the physical evidence that divine intelligence is beginning the meticulous work of reorganizing your molecular reality to receive the heavy, glorious harvest of the soul. Most seekers in this world pursue success through the exhausting, jagged frequency of blind effort and frantic competition, never realizing they are fighting against the current of the universe. But I am here to teach you to pursue wealth through the lens of spiritual illumination, where every idea you conceive becomes a high-value seed that sprouts millions in the physical plane. Uriel holds the sacred blueprint of all abundance, the cosmic ledger where your true worth is recorded in the language of light and sovereign power. By aligning your resonance with his specific vibration, you stop being a desperate fisherman trying to catch a single prize, and you become the infinite ocean itself, containing all prizes, all gold, and all opportunities within your own nature. Feel the vibration of the universe pulsing in perfect, rhythmic synchronicity with your deepest desires, as if the wealth you seek is being forged in the furnace of your spirit long before it ever manifests as numbers on a screen. This is the essence of sovereign quantum alignment, where you recognize that the divine supply is not something you get, but something you are. As this golden ray saturates your field, it acts as a divine solvent, dissolving the calcified layers of poverty consciousness that have kept you trapped in a cycle of just enough. Think of the times you have felt small, the times you have looked at a price tag with a pang of fear, or the times you felt that wealth was a club you weren't invited to join. The light of Uriel is burning those memories into ash right now, replacing them with the sacred blueprint of the sovereign provider and the wealthy mentor. You are being retuned like a masterfully crafted instrument to play the symphony of opulence that the Creator intended for your life from the very beginning of time. Your current financial reality is nothing more than a lagging indicator of your past energetic states. It is a fading shadow, a ghostly echo of a version of you that no longer exists. I see so many individuals who remain voluntary prisoners of their own history, staring at their debt or their lack as if it were a permanent sentence rather than a temporary reflection. You must understand that you possess the inherent alchemical power to transmute the lead of your current circumstances into the pure gold of your future with a single authoritative choice. Every decision you make from this breath forward must vibrate at the frequency of "I already possess," abandoning the pathetic posture of the beggar for the regal posture of the harvester. Abundance is not a prize you win at the end of a long race. It is a radio station that has been broadcasting wealth, luxury, and freedom since the dawn of creation. And you are finally learning how to turn the dial. I invite you to observe the world around you, not as a place of scarcity or limited resources, but as a shimmering field of quantum possibilities, all waiting for your observation to collapse them into form. When you choose prosperity as your natural default state of being, the universe has no choice but to rearrange the molecules of your life to reflect that internal truth. The weight of the gold and the lightness of true financial sovereignty begin here, in the sanctuary of your own consciousness, where time and space bend before your sovereign will. I want you to consider the alchemy of choice as the most powerful tool in your spiritual arsenal, for it is the mechanism through which the invisible becomes the visible. When you wake up in the morning and choose to feel the divine supply flowing through your life, even before you see the evidence in your bank account, you are performing an act of high magic. You are telling the quantum field that you are a match for millions, and the field must respond with the same mathematical precision that governs the movement of the tides. This is not hope. And this is not wishful thinking. This is the application of spiritual law by a being who has reclaimed their throne. As we deepen this immersion, I want you to feel the old, heavy garments of the struggling self falling away, revealing the radiant sovereign architect beneath. You are no longer interested in the how of your manifestation, for the how belongs to the infinite intelligence of Uriel and the Golden Ray. Your only task is to maintain the frequency of the who, the person who lives in a world where millions are a natural, recurring byproduct of their divine purpose. This absolute clarity is the bridge we are building together, a bridge that leads directly to the first great portal of activation that will fundamentally and permanently alter the trajectory of your lineage. Imagine your life as a grand estate that has been neglected for years, the windows dusty and the gates locked, but the foundation remains solid and the treasures inside remain untouched. Today, we are throwing open the shutters, polishing the gold, and inviting the light of the sun to fill every room with the warmth of prosperity. You are the rightful owner of this estate, and it is time for you to walk through its halls with the confidence of one who knows they are home. The era of playing small is over. The era of the sovereign harvest has begun, and the world is about to witness the magnificence of what happens when a soul aligns with the frequency of the millions. Divine intelligence, radiant light of Uriel, that pierces the veil of time and illuminates the hidden corridors of the mind. I enter now into your sanctuary of molten gold and infinite wisdom. I stand before you not as a petitioner, but as a sovereign flame of the Creator, claiming the authority that has been mine since the foundations of the world were laid. I command, with the full power of my awakened will, that every veil of doubt, every shadow of not enough, and every contract of poverty signed by my ancestors or my former selves be now consumed by your purifying solar fire. I release the weight of inherited lack and the heavy chains of financial trauma that have kept my spirit grounded in the dust of survival. I declare my absolute readiness to perceive the path of light that leads to millions, the specific, unique, and divine trajectory that was designed for my soul's expression in this physical realm. I recognize that my true heritage is opulence, my natural state is abundance, and my very nature is a constant, rhythmic flow of resource. Let the divine clarity of Uriel replace the fog of indecision, and let every step I take be guided by the invisible golden hand that shapes the destiny of kings, queens, and masters of the material world. I am now open to receive the downloads of heaven, the million-dollar ideas, and the synchronicity of the miraculous, for I am a vessel of the divine supply. Feel the words of this petition, vibrating not just in your throat, but in the marrow of your bones and the electrical impulses of your brain, sending a clear, undeniable signal to the quantum field that the era of victimization has ended. I am here to witness the exact moment you stop asking for permission to be wealthy and begin exercising your birthright as a being of pure creative light. This prayer is a frequency adjustment, a celestial tuning fork that strikes the note of millions until your entire life begins to hum in resonance with it. If you feel this surge of power, this undeniable warmth of the golden ray settling into your heart, confirm your alignment in the comments and let the energy seal this sacred commitment. To truly master the path to millions, you must transcend the limitations of ordinary sight and enter the realm of quantum feeling, the sacred space where the nervous system cannot distinguish between a mental image and a physical fact. I want you to close your eyes now and allow the world of bill payments and budgets to dissolve into a grey mist, leaving only the vibrant reality of your sovereign success. I want you to imagine the specific, heavy texture of your victory, not as a flickering dream in the future, but as a present, visceral reality that you can touch, smell, and feel in your very palms. Feel the cool, metallic weight of gold bars in your hands, the undeniable gravity of material wealth that anchors your dreams into the earth. Notice the specific crisp texture of high-denomination currency as it moves through your fingers, and listen to the profound, velvet silence of a mind that no longer has to scream for survival. This is the sensory blueprint that Archangel Uriel uses to bridge the gap between the invisible and the visible, turning the light of thought into the solid matter of your new, opulent lifestyle. You are not imagining wealth. You are remembering your future with such intense clarity that the universe feels an urgent vacuum until that wealth is delivered to your doorstep. When I guide you through this sensory immersion, I am asking you to engage your body until your biology accepts this wealth as your natural environment. Smell the scent of luxury, the rich leather of a bespoke vehicle, the crisp air of a sprawling mountain estate, the ozone of a private flight soaring above the clouds. Let these sensations saturate your subconscious mind until it becomes more real than the world you see with your physical eyes. Most people fail because they wish for money from a place of absence, but I am teaching you to possess your millions in the spirit first, creating a vibrational match that makes manifestation a mathematical and spiritual certainty. As you hold this vision, notice the shift in your posture, the way your shoulders broaden, the way your breath becomes deeper and more regal. You are no longer the person who needs a miracle. You are the miracle itself, the walking manifestation of Archangel Uriel's light. The weight of the gold you feel in this moment is the weight of your own soul's authority, and as you anchor this feeling into your daily life, the physical world has no choice but to bend and conform to this internal decree. You have planted the seeds of the millions in the fertile soil of the quantum field, and the harvest is already reaching for the sun. Before the golden rain of Uriel can fully saturate the fabric of your life, we must turn our gaze toward the shadow harvest, those lingering, jagged echoes of past failures and inherited scarcity that act as anchors in your spirit. I have found in my decades of mentoring that many noble souls carry a hidden, subconscious guilt about the acquisition of great wealth. You may have been taught that to be spiritual is to be small, or that the path to millions requires a sacrifice of your integrity or your peace of mind. We are here to burn those lies in the purifying fire of Uriel's wisdom, recognizing once and for all that your poverty serves no one, while your abundance has the power to heal the world. I want you to look back at the moments of your deepest financial lack, those nights spent in the cold grip of worry or the shame of a declined transaction, and see them not as scars, but as the raw material for your masterpiece. An alchemist does not fear the lead. They celebrate it, for they know it is the essential ingredient for the gold. Those experiences were the winter of your soul, a necessary season of contraction that has prepared the soil of your spirit for a harvest so massive and so enduring that it will sustain generations of your lineage. As we clear these blockages together, you may feel a physical release of tension, a loosening in your jaw, a softening in your solar plexus, as the old contracts of poverty are torn asunder. You are being liberated from the exhausting cycle of the hustle, that frantic energy of the predator, and you are being initiated into the rhythm of the sacred harvest. In this state, your effort is minimal because your alignment is maximal. You are moving from a world of working for a living into a world of living for a calling, where the millions are simply the fuel for your soul's highest expression. The shadow harvest is being transmuted right now into a foundation of solid rock upon which we will build the empire of your sovereign dreams. Feel the weight of the past lifting, replaced by the buoyant golden light of a future that has already begun. Sovereign Archangel Uriel, keeper of the celestial treasury and architect of the Golden Ray, I stand before you now as a fully awakened vessel of divine intelligence. I petition the heavens not for a trickle of survival, but for the floodgates of millions to be opened upon my life's work, my investments, and my soul's purpose. I claim the sacred blueprint of the wealthy mentor, the generous provider, and the sovereign architect as my only true identity in this realm and all others. I command that the golden rain saturate every project I touch, every idea that is birthed through my mind, and every connection I forge, ensuring that my resources are always 10 times greater than my needs. I accept the responsibility of this wealth, knowing that as I prosper, the world prospers around me. I call forth the divine millions, not as a burden of greed, but as a tool of liberation and a testament to the infinite nature of the Creator. Let the gold flow to me in expected and unexpected ways, through avenues of grace and miracles of synchronicity. I anchor this prayer in the physical earth, sealing it with the fire of my own sovereign will. I am no longer waiting for the harvest. I am the harvest. I am no longer seeking the light. I am the light that reveals the gold. It is done, it is sealed, and it is manifesting now. Urkudi. As you speak these words, or hold them as a silent burning sun in the center of your heart, feel the shift in the very atmosphere of the room. The air has become thicker, more electric, as the quantum field responds to the claim of ownership you have just issued. This is the second phase of our activation, the moment where you stop being a spectator of wealth and become its commander, its master, and its steward. I'm witnessing your frequency stabilize at the level of sovereign wealth, where the cash flow of the world begins to orient itself toward your specific energetic signature. If you feel this surge of power, this undeniable warmth of the golden ray settling into your very bones, confirm your alignment in the comments with a declaration of your new truth. You are now vibrating at a level that most will never reach, a level where the impossible becomes the inevitable. We are building the momentum toward the law of divine supply, the secret engine of the cosmos that ensures you will never have to chase a dollar again for as long as you draw breath. Your path is lit, your prayer is heard, and the millions are already in motion. The greatest illusion you have ever been sold by the systems of this world is the exhausting concept of earning a living. This phrase implies that the universe is a stingy creditor, requiring you to justify your very existence through the sacrifice of your joy and the depletion of your vitality. I am here to shatter that illusion and reveal the law of divine supply, the cosmic truth that dictates that the moment a desire is birthed in your heart, its fulfillment is already waiting in the quantum field. Think of the fish in the ocean. The sea does not ask them to prove their worth before providing the water that sustains them. When you align with the frequency of Uriel, you stop being a fisherman desperately trying to catch a single prize, and you become the ocean itself, containing all prizes, all gold, and all possibilities within your own vastness. I want you to feel the profound, skeletal relief that comes with knowing that the financial resources you seek are not being withheld by a capricious fate. They are flowing toward you at the exact speed of your own allowance. The only thing that has ever obstructed this flow is the hustle mindset, that jagged, frantic energy that screams of a primal fear that there isn't enough to go around. As your mentor, I am commanding you right now to drop the heavy oars of struggle and let the current of divine intelligence carry you into the deep, still waters of the millions. In these depths, wealth is no longer a task you perform. Wealth is a state of being you inhabit, a sovereign frequency that attracts prosperity as naturally as the sun attracts the planets into its orbit. Imagine standing on a shore where the waves are not made of water, but of liquid light and golden potential. Every time a wave touches your feet, it leaves behind the seeds of new ventures, unexpected windfalls, and the quiet confidence of the truly wealthy. This is the infinite ocean of the divine, a reservoir that can never be depleted, no matter how much you draw from it. By recognizing this law, you move from the scarcity of the land to the abundance of the sea, where your only job is to be a wide open vessel. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more the universe has the opportunity to express its own infinite nature through you. You are a partner in the creation of opulence, a co-author of a story that ends in total financial sovereignty. Maintaining a quantum mindset in a world that constantly broadcasts signals of lack requires more than a momentary flash of inspiration. It requires the meticulous daily tending of your internal altar. I have mastered the art of the sovereign morning, a sacred ritual where I commune with the Golden Ray of Uriel before I ever allow the demands of the physical world to touch my mind. You must protect your frequency as if it were the most precious currency in existence, because in the quantum reality, it is the only currency that matters. Every morning, as you cross the threshold from sleep to wakefulness, visualize the golden ray anchoring into your solar plexus, radiating a signal of sacred abundance that colors every interaction, every email, and every transaction of your day. I recommend that you begin to treat your current surroundings with the reverence of a monarch, even before the physical millions have fully manifested in your accounts. Cleanse your physical space of clutter. Speak only words that vibrate with divine supply, and flatly refuse to participate in the collective, low-vibrational conversations regarding economic downturns or rising costs. You are an embassy of a higher kingdom, and the laws of the worldly economy do not apply to a citizen of the divine treasury. By sustaining this resonance through specific rituals, such as blessing your expenditures and thanking the universe for every cent that enters your field, you create a localized pocket of prosperity that remains unshakable regardless of external storms. Your home should become a sanctuary for the wealthy mentor you are becoming. Surround yourself with textures, scents, and sounds that whisper of the millions. This is not about vanity. It is about frequency maintenance. Indeed, when your physical environment matches your internal blueprint, the manifestation process accelerates exponentially. You are essentially telling the universe, I am already there, I am already this. This consistency of vibration acts as a beacon, signaling to the archangelic realms that you are ready for the next level of stewardship. As you walk through your day with this regal poise, you will notice that people begin to treat you differently. Opportunities appear out of thin air, and the path to millions becomes a well-paved highway beneath your feet. Consistency is the secret key to the treasury. It is easy to feel wealthy in a moment of meditation, but the true master maintains that feeling while paying a bill or navigating a challenge. Remember, you are not reacting to your bank account. Your bank account is reacting to you. If you maintain the frequency of the harvest, the seeds must grow. If you maintain the frequency of the sovereign, the kingdom must appear. We are now preparing for the final seal, the moment where this journey becomes an eternal part of your spirit, locking in the gains we have made and ensuring that your ascent is permanent and unstoppable. We have reached the absolute apex of our journey, the sacred moment where the theoretical becomes the visceral and the prayer becomes a permanent, indestructible seal upon your earthly destiny. I want you to sit in absolute majestic stillness, feeling the ancient and unstoppable power of Archangel Uriel as he stands directly behind you, his wings of fire and molten gold enveloping your entire auric field in a protective, magnetic embrace. This is the final activation, the definitive point of crossing where the blueprint of your life is rewritten from a narrative of survival into a saga of absolute sovereignty. Feel the heat of the light as it fuses your spirit with the frequency of the millions you are destined to steward for the highest good of all humanity. I am the sovereign vessel of divine intelligence. I am the magnetic north for infinite wealth. I am the master of the golden ray, and I command my reality to reflect the opulence of my soul. See yourself now as a towering beacon of light in a world that is rapidly waking up, a leader of abundance who knows, with every fiber of their being, that their supply is as endless as the stars scattered across the heavens. The work is not going to be done, the work is done. The frequency is set. The millions are already in motion, weaving their way through the intricate fabric of time and space to meet you in the physical present, drawn by the irresistible gravity of your new sovereign vibration. I want you to carry this feeling of quantum harvest with you as you step back into the world, knowing that you are never alone and never without the staggering resources of the divine. If you have felt the profound tectonic shift in your energy today, if you know that your life will never again be defined by lack, leave your final, most powerful affirmation in the comments below. I am sovereign. I am wealth. I am guided. You are now a graduate of this epic journey, an initiate of the Golden Ray, and the world is waiting with bated breath to witness the magnificence of your manifested dream. Walk forth with the poise of a monarch, for the treasury of heaven has been opened in your name, and your path is paved in gold. As you close this transmission, do not return to the old ways of thinking. The person who began this journey an hour ago no longer exists. They have been transmuted in the fire of Uriel's wisdom. Your task now is to live as the sovereign architect of your own life, making decisions not from the fear of what you might lose, but from the joy of what you are currently creating. The millions you seek are not a prize to be won, but a responsibility to be embraced, a tool that will allow you to amplify your light and bless the world in ways you previously only dared to imagine. Every time you spend money, do so with a heart full of gratitude, knowing that you are merely circulating a small portion of an infinite supply. Every time you receive money, acknowledge it as a sign from the universe that your alignment is true. You are now part of a new lineage of spiritual wealth, a generation of souls who understand that true power comes from the union of divine purpose and material abundance. Go forth in peace, go forth in power, and go forth in the absolute certainty that your harvest is here, it is ripe, and it is yours to claim for all eternity.